for Texas. Michigan trails by 4. Hughes in at point guard. Smith is out there with Wright. Then it's Jones. And it's Banks in at the 2 spot.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
And for Texas, they've got Doherty. Edwards is out there with Davis, and it's Thornton in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Edwards. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And Michigan has possession. It's a 3-point game. And we've seen Durant go on to do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
Edwards, that's good.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court. Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Uncovered. Here's Davis. Powered down with both hands.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And so we wrap up the first half. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And, Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach. But I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Hughes, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones, and it's Crawford at the 2. And for Texas, they've got Turner. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4. And for the Wolverines, Hughes, he's in at point guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2 guard.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Longhorns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And you look at the long list of
Texas leading by 6. On the court for the Longhorns. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Hudson. Then it's Turner. And it's Rush in at the 3 slot. To the inside. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. No good off the back of the rim.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And Rush kicks to Edwards for 3. And the shot is good. Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
He dishes it to Hudson. Soft touch off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Hughes. No good with the triple.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Now Edwards, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Texas no good that time either. Outside, Jones. And once again off the mark by Michigan. And here's Edwards. Ellis outside. There's a screen. Has to rush. He feeds it to Hudson. Kicks it to Ellis. Clock at 6. Longhorns passing it around. Rush gets the bucket. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Nope, this one is sealed and delivered.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Substitution on the team.
There's 10 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Now, here's Blake. So we see Texas get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Georgetown Hoyas.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So the Wolverines starting five. Hughes, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan. And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
And thinking back to the Fab Five, they were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros. All of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Randolph. And Jones pulls it down.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt the buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Warren, good.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Freak dishes to Ellis. Crawford kicks to Freak. Stolen by Warren. Randolph goes in. Nice D from Crawford.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, it's been tough for Freak here in the first half. Not sure why he's been so slow out of the gate, but you can see he's not himself.
And guys, with the production he puts up, he's going to see a lot of different looks.
And here are the Hoyas now. They trail by 6. Hughes with the steal on the court for Michigan. Hughes, he's in at the point. Wright is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Banks in at the 2 spot. Hughes gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years. Most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
And here's Price for 3. The Hoyas with another miss. The Wolverines leading by 8. And a wide open look for Freak. And there's another one for the Wolverines. 1:29 left here in the first half of the game. Now here's Trice. Hughes covering. Hughes with the steal. Here's Jones. Finished off the break. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Wolverines.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Hughes kicks to Banks. The 3 is hauled in by the Hoyas.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
40 seconds left here in the first half. Jones kicks to Freak. Wright, the pass to Jones. Here's Hughes. Nelson with the rebound. Georgetown trails by 8. And the pass to Trice. Trying his luck deep, and he gets it to go. Trice has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. From downtown, and the shot is good. Hughes got 12. And the first half is now in the books. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
They've got Warren. He's out there with Price. Hudson is out there with Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2 guard. On the court for Michigan. Hughes in at point guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. Then it's Smith. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard spot. The shot by Hughes, no good. But Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. They've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Screen by Smith. Crawford kicks to Freak. From deep. No luck. So Georgetown will take it the other way. Dishes to Warren on the left block, and he can't bank that one in.
And for the Hoyas, they really are one of the defining members of their conference. Hard to think about hoops in the Washington, D.C. area without thinking about the Hoyas. The blue and gray they wear is really just iconic.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. The Wolverines leading by 10.
And, you know, the Hoyas only have one college tournament title in their history. They won it all in 1984 and then returned in 85 to the title game only to be upset by Villanova.
They've got Nelson. Warren is out there with Trice. And it's Felix in at the small forward. He hits the second from the line.
All right.
Here's Trice. 1:51 left here in the second half of the game. Feeds to Hudson. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Hughes. And the 3 off target. Georgetown trails by 9. Here's Price. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Price hits them both. The Wolverines leading by 7. Here's Hughes. And once again off the mark by Michigan. We've got 1:23 left here in the second half. Trice kicks to Warren. It's stolen by Smith. Outside, Jones. Hughes lays it up and banks it in. And Michigan leads by 9.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Trice kicks to Warren. Rebounded by Ellis.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Crawford against Randolph. Down low, here's Price, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Crawford kicks to Freak. Launches it. Randolph grabs the board.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Randolph can't get that one to fall. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Hughes against Randolph. From deep. Shot is no good.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean,
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and the Michigan Wolverines.
there is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Inside, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Oubre's got the first points up on the board here for the Jayhawks. Hughes with it. Ellis left side. Down low. And he banks in the layup.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Here's Oubre following the basket by Freak. Gains no luck.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
It's Crawford on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
And so here's Kansas, trailing by 2. Hughes, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. And a wide open look for Lee. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And for Kansas, we've got Oubre, and it's Terry in at the 4 slot. Now here's Lee, following the miss by Freak. Hughes with the steal. Stolen by Terry. To the paint. Here's Oubre. And Michigan called for the foul. And it's Lee penetrating. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Jayhawks leading by 3. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Michigan with the ball. Shot to stop the run. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Hughes got his second bucket. Williams against Hughes. And here is Williams. The 11-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Kansas leads by... Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had... strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Hughes is in at the point. Jones is out there with Ellis, and it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard. And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. Hughes against Lee. Gaines dishes to Terry. And that one goes long.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Wolverines shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Michigan, Brian
Cunningham is checked in for Michigan. Flash comes in for Jones. Both free throws good from Crawford. Here is Daniels. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Daniels has got his first basket.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
The shot by Hughes, no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Duncan, the pass to Oubre. They set the pick. Here's Terry. And again, it's Kansas.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pass to Flash. Back to Crawford. Michigan moving it around. And a wide open look for Freak. And once again off the mark by Michigan. And the Jayhawks with possession. They lead by 1. Frazier kicks to Daniels. Duncan dishes to Frazier. Daniels passes to Terry. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A platoon swap here for Kansas. Michigan trails by 3.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered, And it's all about me. It's refreshing for a player like Freak, who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
The Jayhawks have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now Hughes, right on the wing. Looking to end the run. Rebound by Gaines.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Hughes in at point guard. Wright is out there with Jefferson, and it's Knight in at the 2 guard. Michigan with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Unloads from 9. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Gaines has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's the screen. It's stolen by Taylor. Fast break. Here come the Wolverines. Baseline J on the way. The shot by Hughes, no good.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Passes it to Gaines. Wide open. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jefferson kicks to Wright. Here's Hughes. Outside Knight. Pass to Hughes. Goes back up. That's good. The assist that time for Knight. 8 points for Freak.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
.132 left in the second half. Lee against Hughes. Lee dishes to Gaines. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Hughes, the pass to Ellis. Here's Smith, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And that one misses. Flash is checked in for Free. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. And taken away by Ellis.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
A big group substitution here for Kansas. And so here's Kansas. Lee outside. Feeds it to Gaines. Releases.
Count it! Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the Jayhawks Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the power forward.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And a wide open look for Freak. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And it's Hill penetrating. Kaminsky kicks to Hawkins. 18 feet out. Connects. The jumper drops.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Now here is Hill. Doubled by Hughes. Hill passes to Evans. Here is Hawkins, covered by Smith. Hughes with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Wolverines. Crawford leading the charge. And once again off the mark by Michigan. Here's the Badgers with the ball. There's the pick. Hawkins kicks to Hill. It's taken away by Smith.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Crawford kicks to Freak. High post shot. Smith dishes to Freak. They get it back. And another shot. Smith, no good. And here's Evans. Hawkins passes to Hill. Again, missing Hill. There's the three. The shot by Hughes, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Hughes, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot. So Michigan ends up going with it. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
On the court for Michigan, Hughes. He's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2. Now here's Evans. Hawkins shot good.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Kaminsky, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Hawkins against Hughes. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. And Michigan has possession, trailing by 10.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title. They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Badgers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And Stevenson kicks to Banks. Will it go? Hughes, good. Hughes got his 2nd bucket of the night. Hill with it. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. Conley kicks to Payton. Outside Hill. Wade dishes to Conley. The Badgers working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. And Wisconsin leads by 12.
Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting less than 40% from the field before the break.
But the defense allowed them to stay in it, and now with the offense looking rejuvenated, they've got to be feeling confident. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level. You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Rejected by Hughes, and he gets it back. Kaminsky, the pass to Hawkins. Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. Hill kicks to Hawkins. The kick out to Hill, expanding his range. Again, missing Hill.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And that one's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Badgers leading by 10. 1:36 left to play in the second half. Here's Hawkins. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Hill kicks to Hawkins. They set the pick. Decker with it. Jones covering. Here is Hill. There's the three. No good.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Badgers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game, always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
Guys, depth always a factor in wins like this. And what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Evans. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group. And once again off the mark by Michigan. Now Fisher. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. Single bonus situation in effect. So we'll head to the line for the first of the 1-and-1 opportunity. And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. Fisher hits them both.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Now here's Freak. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. Such a special moment.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow from Duke University.
With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select
Miles Turner from the University of Texas.
With the 12th pick in the NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select
Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky.
With the 13th pick in the NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select
Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
With the 14th pick in the NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select
Cameron Payne
from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Kelly Oubre
from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select
Terry Rozier from University of Louisville.
With the 17th pick in the NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select
Rashad Vaughn from UNLV.
With the 18th pick in the NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select
Sam Decker
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select
Jaren Grant
from the University of Notre Dame. With the 20th pick in the NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select
Delon Wright from the University of Utah.
With the 21st pick in the NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select
Justin Anderson from the University of Virginia.
With the 22nd pick in the NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select
Bobby Portis
from the University of Arkansas. With the 23rd pick in the NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select
Rondé Hollis Jefferson from the University of Arizona.
With the 24th pick in the NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select
Tyus Jones.
With the 25th pick in the NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Courtney Hughes from the University of Michigan.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.